play a quick little intro. Hello. No, I'll just hit the live button. Let me hit my intro, and then we're gonna get into this beautiful lady we got sitting right here. The gorgeous hair. Let me hit my intro. Oh my God. Here we go.
But they said I'm not good enough. I took all the energy, turned it to greatness. Now look at my life, man, it's looking amazing. I'm ready for anything, anyone. I've been so ready for everything I become. When I was stuck, I had no other option. Believed in myself when the shit wasn't popping. I got it like that. Who you know got it like that? Who you know getting degrees and they rapping like they got diplomas in rap. Made it this far and I still got a lot to accomplish. In fact, and I know they believe it. I'm talking arenas from LA to Sweden. I go hard. I go hard, bitch, I go hard, I go hard, I go hard, bitch, I go hard, I go hard,
Yes, it's me. Welcome, guys, to Kamisha Reviews. Welcome. All right. Quick little intro, not too much.
I know.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome everybody to this review. She got me laughing already. This is Tamika from Put a Ring on It. I know you usually see that beautiful natural coif for her. She has it all flattened and looking cute. Welcome Tamika to my channel. I appreciate it. I had been hitting her a few times, but Twitter messaging, we were struggling. But
Listen, you already know the struggle of getting me on this live because I was over here like, what? I don't know. Me and all this.
But StreamYard is so easy. You hit the link. Well, not always. I had an issue with interview a Winter from Ready to Love, and we had all kinds of going on. So I'm happy it's working. But okay. Anyway, thank you again for coming on. I appreciate that. But let me go ahead and get started. For one thing, you are a beautiful Black woman that has natural hair on a reality show. Not saying it doesn't happen, but I feel like in 2020 the imagery of us is changing.
Yes.
And I have natural hair, as you can see, obviously.
Yes.
And so when I saw your hair, I first saw, I was like, look, baby, I love that. Not saying that, let me clarify. Not having natural hair is not a bad thing. Yeah. Please don't take it. I'm trying to judge. But when I see someone on TV or just anywhere with natural hair, I embrace it. I love it. I can't help it.
Thank you. Same.
So as far as this show, and I've asked everyone the same question, I'm just going to ask you this. What made you get on this TV show? You don't seem like, let me see if I can say this. You're very classy. You are very ladylike, and you represent yourself in a certain type of way. And so I'm just wondering, what made you get on this? Not saying this show is like bad or good, because it's actually not. It's a very informative show. But I'm curious to know your reasons why.
Okay, well, I honestly did not know about the show. Vince was just like, because we were going through so much in our relationship. He was like, there's a show that's casting where we could get relationship coaching, and I was just like, okay, whatever. So I didn't think that we would get on the show. So originally I did not submit for the show because I know a lot of people was like, well, why did she get on there? I didn't. Vince was the one. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Once you got on the show and you started singing, as far as the doctor and everyone talking and everything else, did you start seeing a benefit from the show, just being honest?
Yes.
With the doctor being there and everything? Because Hollywood talked about it too, but I know you all have different experiences, so that's why I'm asking you about it.
I definitely saw a benefit for myself because it's so much that went on with Vince and I's relationship in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So a lot of stuff I was holding in, I guess. I thought I was over it. But when I was speaking with Dr. Nicole, it was like I was regurgitating it all over again. Because you know how we suppress stuff. Yes. And it was just like coming back up. I was getting emotional. And with me, when I'm emotional, I cry. Like when I'm mad, I cry. So that's why you see me crying all the time. But no, I feel like it was beneficial because she pretty much was telling me like, okay, I understand what he did, but you also have to acknowledge that you keep picking this wound. She was just like, you can't move forward if you're not able to forgive. Because the thing with me is I can forget it, but for some reason I'm a Leo. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I have an issue with forgiving somebody who hurts me. And that's terrible because my grandmother said, well, if God can forgive us, how come what makes you think you're bigger than him? So I was like, okay, let me work on forgiveness. Yeah, it's hard though. So she was just pretty much saying you have to forgive him. Not even him, forgive yourself first for allowing to stay in that situation, knowing that you were hurt, and then forgive him. And so that was another benefit that I got from it as well. And she also was telling me there were this little petty things that I was doing because I was upset with him that was kind of hindering our relationship. So yeah, I definitely grew a lot from that. Mm-hmm.
And I was feeling you on that. A lot of women were. I looked at a lot of comments. People were saying stuff like they understood where you were coming from because even though time has passed by, when you started, because I could tell you were holding back, like you said. Well, I saw her come out of your room. Some women was like watching live, like, wait, what? He did,
Yeah.
because any women would have reacted like, bro, she came out of your room, So when you was feeling that and you were reacting, trust me, a lot of women around the world were reacting right with you.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand what the doctor is saying as far as, you got to forget, you got to let go and stuff like that. Now, the question I do want to ask you, not that I'm being messy or anything, but from every show that I've asked people who've been on reality show, just different reality shows, they always say production doesn't show us everything. So
Lord.
does it paint a narrative? Because I don't think you're emotional the entire time, but that's
No.
what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? That's all that we're seeing is she's crying. I said, I bet you any kind of money, they're not showing any other scene where she's not crying from just talking to other people. So not saying anything bad about reduction just because I get on a reality show, just in case. But I'm
You
being
will
honest.
speak it. You will.
Look, exactly. Do they kind of paint you guys or maybe change the narrative of you as a character, even though you're doing the show? Yes, you doing it, but you're showing clips and stuff like that, not the entire story. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand. And I've said this so many times. They definitely show certain clips so people will have a certain persona of you, because I wasn't crying all the time. Me and Vince were not arguing all the time. And if you notice on the show, our scenes are so short because any other time they're filming us, we're laughing, we're joking, we're like, play fighting and stuff like that. But they only want to show, I guess I don't want to say the drama part because it's a really good show. The crew is really great. It's just that they have to focus on what the issues were. So that's probably why they only show me crying all the time. But there are times when we were talking to Dr. Nicole about the issues, I wasn't crying, but of course they want me to.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question, because you and Vince are actually all three of you guys are beautiful couples. Seriously, three Black beautiful couples. I love it. And when I talked to Hollywood, he spoke about loving all you guys too as well. But he was really frank and honest about Shay and what was going on with him. And I think it really for everybody with their storyline, it's the little boy, it's the child, and of course now she has since said, I'm gonna take the whole package. And so many people have like attacked her social media wise. Oh, I can't believe she, So did you have an opinion about it either way, about the fact of her feeling kind of like, I want only him and the kid comes and visits, but I don't know if I want the whole package? Did you have an opinion about that yourself?
When we were on the show and she actually said it, I feel like we all had a reaction, especially with the Airbnb comment. We were just like,
yes.
What? And Dr. Nicole was like, okay, Tamika, how do you feel about that? Actually, we was just like, girl, you mean an Airbnb where y'all all can go?
Oh my God, yes.
But, we've talked to her. I know she went live a couple of weeks ago and she pretty much explained why she said it that way. She did, because the son's out of town and she'll tell her side of the story. I don't want to tell her side, but
right.
It was more, once she explained why she felt the way that she felt, I was more empathetic to it, but I still was kind of like, you shouldn't have said what you said. She's like, well, I didn't mean it that way. I was like, but you shouldn't have said what you said, because that kind of definitely painted you as like the bad person.
It did. And I don't think that they, I'm sorry, I don't think they said like maybe a bad person, but it's kind of like what you said, where it was like, I don't really understand. And see, for you, a lot of women, when they look at the show and for the comments I've seen, they love you. And they feel bad for you a lot as far as the situation with Vince. And I'm like, I don't want them to think that, because we don't know. I tell people all the time, we're not on the show, we're not in their house, we don't know if they're extremely happy, if this just they went through a rocky patch. I always say, your relationship and it's perfect, I wouldn't want a relationship like that. That's weird to me.
I'll be looking for something to be wrong with you. You just perfect. Like, okay, what is it? You kill people on the side, don't you? Like,
look, I'll be scared. Like, baby, every day we are good. There's never an argument. What is going on? Oh my God. So let me ask you, and I know there's gonna be a reunion coming up, but I know you can't tell me too much, because I do want to see you guys succeed, all three couples, be successful, even the whole marriage thing. And see, I'm older than y'all three, so I've already been married before once I'm done with it. But I don't want to get married again. And I say that at the age of 45, I don't want to get married again. But you guys are younger, and you guys, this is what you guys want to do. Do you still feel the way you felt when the show first started, as far as you wanting the ring and everything? Do you still feel the same way?
Well, when the show first started, I was the one on the fence about being married anyway. Vince was the one that was since we met, he's the one that's been like, I want to marry you. I want to marry you. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to marry me, then you better stop with doing what you're doing or I'm leaving. And that's another thing. I loved him because I know a lot of people were saying, why did she stay? Why did she stay? Me and Vince have separated so many times because I was just like, I'm not tolerating it type thing. But in the beginning, I didn't really care. I was just like, I pretty much had my mind made up as I'm not going to marry him until he takes accountability for what he's done.
Right.
So I can't really say too much about.
Right. I know. Yeah.
But
I just want to know if you still feel, well, I guess you kind of answered it. I know you can't say. See, y'all have to understand, they're under contract and they also have the reunion. So I'm not going to ask her questions that I know that she cannot. I mean, I'm going to ask, but I'm not going to ask her too much where she can't say anything. So that's what I'm asking her about, what we've seen, and then before the show, obviously.
Yeah.
So he looks like a lot of times that he's mad, and I don't want to say that. I don't think he's that way all the time, but it does seem like he's mad a lot, like not smiling and angry. And I hate that the production just shows us in intense moments.
Yeah.
Because it's like to us, the fans, or to the viewers, it looks like, okay, is he always mad at her? And I'm like, bro, I just don't believe that.
No.
I don't believe that.
No.
I don't.
When I tell you, this is like the complete opposite of what a lot of people are saying about him. He's very laid back. He's very nonchalant. So he might have a what is it? A rest in B face.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if I can curse or not, but rest in bitch face.
Right.
But I mean, when I'm watching the show, he doesn't seem angry to me, or maybe it's because I'm too busy focusing on me crying, like, oh my Lord, they got me crying again. But
right.
But no, he's not an angry person at all. If anything, he is one of the sweetest guys I've ever dated in my life, which is why I kept going back after I would find certain things out, because he's so different from every guy that I've ever dated. And I know I read a lot of people saying that he's a narcissist and he's gaslighting. And okay, first of all, I did think that when we first started dating, not the narcissist part, but I was like, oh, you gaslight the heck out of me. But guess what? You're not going to do me like you did that last girl, so I'm out. But I've dated a narcissist before, so I know the difference between somebody being a narcissist and narcissistic behavior versus somebody who's trying to be a player in the beginning and got caught.
Okay, so, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. I don't get that from him myself. No. Yeah. I really didn't get that. And I can see the passion from you. Yeah. Even when you cry. I always feel like when you cry, or if any woman's crying, there's a lot of love and a lot of passion there. And I look at that as strength, because it's like, I can tell you're holding back until when you do start, you don't want to do it. I can tell that when you do let go, it's like, okay, I just have to. It's here. It's right here. It's like, oh, I can't stop it. And I always respect you for it, because it's like, I'm never gonna drag her for that. I'm a crier. I hate to cry, but when I do, it's
releasing. You feel good.
It does, but I'm a strong woman, and sometimes it's like, I don't want to cry in front of my dude if we're fighting or blah blah blah, because I'll look weak. But now I'm older, now I'm kind of like, okay, it's okay. But when I see you do it, it's like, she has a lot of passion. You're an artist as well. Can you tell me more about your art? I know you are an artist.
Okay, so I'm trying not to be shy about that, but I do paint. I'm very, very sensitive when it comes to sharing it. So I'm trying to get out of that shell when it comes to that. It's probably gonna take a minute.
Okay, so you're just not, you don't show it a whole lot, but you probably are very talented, and you should. Look, you're a natural girl. The natural hair, it goes with it, baby. You need to go ahead and show that art. And
I know. I'm trying, because my friends are like, you too damn humble for me. I was like, listen, I'm trying to work on the coming out of my shell thing, but I don't know. The thing is, I don't like attention, and I know that's crazy because I'm on this show, but I don't like certain attention. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't. It
actually does.
I don't know. It's just weird to me. Even like having interviews and talking to people, because I'm more of an introvert. So when people are like, they want to interview, I'm like, well, what? I don't know what to say, kind of thing. So as far as sharing something that's so personal, as far as my art, it's just, it's going to take a minute. But I do know that I need to take advantage of it, especially with, the show and everything going on.
Yes. I mean, post up something on Instagram. Just start. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say post like a whole portfolio, but maybe drop a picture or something that you're working on, or something that you've done in the past. It's just to showcase it, because it's a beautiful thing. My daughter is an artist, and she does all kind of eclectic. She paints, She draws. It's a beautiful thing. And she also is the same way. I feel bad because I push her a lot. And she's like, Mom, I'm not like that. She's not on social media, nothing like that. She doesn't even have an Instagram, none of that. And so she doesn't promote it, but on through her art, her art community, but nothing outside of that. And when I push her on it, she gets frustrated with me. But I'm like, baby, you're good. You are very talented. Just, show it. But I have to back up. I notice that I am very like, I know I can't be like that. But I'm like, baby, if Mama can get on camera and interview people. And at the beginning, I was very nervous. And even with this one today, I'm never just like, I got it. Sometimes I feel like, because I feel nervous or whatever, but I still go out there and do it. And I want her to do the same thing, and I want you to do the same thing, because I bet you your art is everything. So you should put it out there and see what's going on. But as far as the doctor, Hollywood was saying that she's really good with you guys, because a lot of Black people do not like to go to doctors. I mean, doctor, not like a head doctor, a shrink or whatever.
Yeah.
They feel like we should go to church if something's wrong. How do you feel about that? Especially now you're on TV, you talk to a doctor about your problems. How do you? And I'm not saying you don't feel that way, but a lot of Black people look at that like, I'm not going to tell my doctor you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to church.
I understand. And you know what? It is true, especially a lot of Black men. They don't even like going to the regular doctor, let alone going to a
right about that.
I'm not really sure how that was instilled in our heads, where if we go to a shrink, that means we're, it's a negative thing. Like, I don't know why a lot of things that are positive for us that can work in our benefit are portrayed negatively. I wish I knew that answer, because I have no problem, going to seek therapy or going to counseling, because if I can't figure it out within myself, and praying is great. I'm not knocking God for anything, but going
Facts.
I feel so peaceful after I pray, but I still need, another human to talk to, a neutral person to talk to. Like, okay, am I crazy, or why do these same patterns keep happening in my life, or why, is this happening when I've been working so hard for that? So it's always good, in my opinion, to seek help from someone else.
Come on now.
But,
I completely agree with that. Church is wonderful. I love church, but I think that talking to somebody outside of church and your family can bring such a different picture that you probably never thought about before. And I mean, I saw your family, and I saw your family even on TV. And I remember I watched one of the scenes with your dad, and I remember I cried because my dad died in 2011, and he was everything to my family. I had like a Cosby Show kind of lifestyle, just being honest. I grew up that way. So when I saw the video with the singing, I was like, because I was like, that was my life. If my dad was still here, I could see him probably popping up like, you do an interview, hey, it's her dad. He would do that, Yeah. So, and I saw a scene where you was talking about wanting him to be like your dad, and that resonated with me as well. My own life, whatever. And I was like, wow, you do really want your dude to be like your dad. But let me ask you a question. Why is that not a bad thing? Why would because people look at that like, I understand the pressure on the guy, I get it, but why is that a bad thing to say? I want you to be like my dad, who's outstanding, who's a good man to my mom and everything else. To me, that is a compliment, that that he can get to that point. I look at that as a positive situation. So did you still look at that like so much pressure on him, or do you still want that to happen that way?
I honestly, I didn't look at it as pressure. I guess for the most part, I was just expecting our relationship to go the way my parents' relationship went. Because as far as when Vince and I get into a disagreement, I was expecting it to go how my dad, when my dad and my mom, I've never really seen them argue. If my mom is yelling, my dad will walk away. So I was just expecting that from Vince when like he and I get into an argument. It's like Vince likes to speak his opinion a lot. And I'm like, you're supposed to leave the room and let me calm down. So that's what I was pretty much expecting. But I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh my God.
A guy to be like, have certain qualities that your father has growing up, because my dad's very respectful. He's very, he's honest. He communicates, he listens, he's a provider, he's a protector.
Yes.
Those are qualities that you want in your mate. So when people are like, oh, Tamika's crazy for wanting somebody like, how am I crazy for wanting somebody like my dad? I don't think that's a bad thing. No, I don't at all.
No, I was right there with you. I was like, well, okay, I understood what they were trying to say as far as it cannot be accelerated where you guys are where you are, and then next year y'all gonna be like your parents, because I understood that. I get that. But to me, to aspire to be there is a wonderful compliment.
Yeah.
And like I said, seeing my parents, they were married for 20 some years until his death. They was still married.
Yeah.
So I saw that myself, and unfortunately, I didn't have that with my relationship. We're not together anymore. But for a woman to say that to a man, to me, is a compliment.
Yeah.
It's not just trying to say I want you to be my dad. I want you to. I want to be inspired. My mom. I want to be inspired to be what they had, the love,
Exactly.
all that they have. So you say he walks away or whatever, and maybe he may look at it like that. I don't know, but I said I completely get her what she's saying, and I did feel bad, especially when you cried. I hate that you cried so much because I swear I felt so bad. I was like, I went to a shoe with Bill. I was like, leave her alone.
Right, leave me alone.
Okay, what do you think about the because y'all are going on these dates and everything, and with you, I didn't think that you were resistant to it. I think you just didn't find like a match. That's the way I felt about it. I didn't think you found anybody that you jailed with. It didn't seem organic. Like, okay, this might be somebody, except for the guy with the hair.
Yeah.
Other than that, in the beginning, I was like, no, I don't see anything. So, do you think that dating like that? Because to me, it's a unique situation. Do you think it could work? Say a couples are having a rough time and are trying to decide what they want to do. Would you recommend this to anybody else?
I would say yes, and I would also say no. For me, I would say yes because some of these dates, I can't really go into too much detail, but it definitely lets you realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side. I guess you can say. The positive, I guess, is that things that you feel that you're not getting from your partner, somebody else comes in and is like, oh, okay, how come my partner doesn't do this? So that, I guess that could be the positive in it. But at the same time, when you're dating somebody at first, they're always bringing the representative of themselves. They're not bringing their real self. So it's kind of hard to sit here and say like, oh, I have a spark with this person and I want to see where it goes. Where 3 months down the line, they might be 10 times worse than the person that you were supposed to marry. So it's kind of like, I don't know. So it was kind of hard for me to really, say yay or nay to if it's a good or bad thing. But it definitely is a good thing as far as like realizing that the grass ain't greener. You think
exactly
better, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that. And even with the with Ashley and Shay and everything else, you ladies, I feel like, are y'all like getting really close with this situation? Like y'all are becoming sisters? It looks like that. You can tell. You can tell y'all are becoming close. So y'all are having a relationship even after the show is even over with.
Definitely. I literally was just talking to them, and we have a group text, so we was literally just talking an hour ago. So
really, okay. I love me some Ashley. Now I'm from Louisiana, so when I first saw Ashley, they was talking. I said, I know they're from immediately. They're from Louisiana. I know immediately.
Okay, so, you can hear it heavy.
And just the mannerism, how they act. That's when I go home, I'm more reminded of how it is to be back home, how people carry themselves and everything. I'm in Texas now, so but I mean, the South is it's kind of the same, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I understand.
Hearing the accent, I'm like, oh man, we go home. But with the pandemic, I'm not going nowhere.
Oh yeah.
This was this pre-tape, pre-COVID or during COVID? How did y'all work with that, or can you not say?
So we taped it during COVID. We had to be in court. I don't know if we're allowed to say that, but I think we can because we talked about it the last time I was on.
Okay.
We were in quarantine the entire time we filmed. We got tested every 4 or 5 days. We weren't allowed to go out to get food, to get clothing, to do anything. So when people be dogging out our clothes, we couldn't get anything. We couldn't get. Yeah, it's like we were stuck with the hairstyles and the clothes and everything that we had at the house. So, but yeah, it was definitely filmed during COVID. So it was hard because I'm pretty sure we were restricted from doing a lot more, as far as like our dates and things like that. So especially with the locations of the dates, because when we went to the sets, well, not the sets, but the locations, they have to test the employees as well. So it was so if somebody tested positive, they had to shift to a different location. So it was a lot to get it done.
Wow. But I'm happy you guys were safe. And just for your information, y'all look cute to me. I mean, I'm sorry. You and Ashley's hair and Shay, how her workout.
Yeah,
y'all was laid. I'm sorry. I thought y'all look cute. And I love her hair anyway. I said she twists her hair and every time I see it's done, I like her clothes, the color. To me, I didn't look. I didn't drag. I didn't see it. I didn't see that part. So I don't know who dragged the white people. So people are a little petty. It's
Listen.
like, I'm sorry, we're not on a reality show. We're literally watching y'all all the time. Come on, y'all. Somebody in the comments said, I'm enjoying watching the show. You are truly beautiful. And she is. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
ignoring the comments. She is so cute, and I love her. Not character. I love her on. It's a show, so you say character, but I love her on the show. She's very demure. She's quiet, but when she pops off, baby, look. When she starts crying, let me tell you something. Now you was sitting there, you was like, duh, 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 we can go, we can be right here. I was like, oh snap, Tamika didn't come through, yeah.
Listen, I always say when I'm mad, if I'm crying, it's a good thing. But if I'm smiling when I'm mad, you better run because it's about to. As long as I'm crying, you safe.
And when he was trying to come at you, I said, oh look, stand down. Tamika, she loose.
The thing is like this.
I had to rewind it because I was like, damn. But was like, wait a minute, he came out your room. We can be right here. We can stay right here. I was like,
and poor little Dr. Nicole, she just be sitting in the middle of all our quarrels, like, well, hold on now, hold on.
What she said, truth, and you was like, look, bro. I said, she is not paying Dr. No mind. She just kept talking. We can stay right here. And she just kept saying, stop. It's like she wasn't even there for you. I was dead. I was like, oh my God.
Like, I'm gonna let you finish, Dr. Nicole, but hold
up. Somebody named Portia says, you are so sweet, Tamika. Please let that man go. You deserve better. I love you all the way from London, England. Wow.
London. Wow. Thank you.
She said, well, let's not say let him go. That's her. I never say stuff like to a woman, even in real life, like you need to, because I'm not in that woman's position. I don't know what she's going through. I'm never going, unless he just putting like I'm not going to sit here and say don't leave, because you don't know what they're going through. Like I said, people need to understand that with show. I cover Big Brother and stuff like that a lot, and a lot of times with shows like that, we find out things about the show once it wraps, after the reunion, after the whatever. We find out, oh, that's what really happened, So I always say, be careful, because you don't know what's going on. And I told everybody that I've interviewed, I wish you guys would sign up for Big Brother. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's not hardly any people of color on these shows. And for me, I cover them, and I get frustrated because the lack of diversity in these shows are ridiculous. And so I told Hollywood, because him asked me working out and that stuff. I said, y'all need to get on Big Brother. You be gonna be brother, because you play a really good social game. Everybody will love you. You probably get to the end, not having to do much. Please get on there so my black can win, please. Would you ever sign up for another reality show at all? Uh-oh.
Honestly, it depends.
Okay.
I don't know if I would be able to, because I feel like in the back of my mind, I would try to be careful with every little thing that I say and do. Like, even if I'm mad, I'll just smile like this. Because, instead of really reacting how I want to, because I'll never know how they're going to edit it to make it look like I'm really rolling my eyes when I'm not, kind of thing. So I don't know if I would, because I wouldn't be my authentic self. So.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it depends. It really, really, really depends. I would, but I would have to sit down and talk to the producers. I'm like, listen, don't, I don't know. So we'll see. If a great opportunity presents itself, heck yeah, I'm not going to turn it down, but
you have to do something like Survivor, something that have like couples. Stuff like that. And something like Survivor or something like that. It's really hard to edit those situations, because they're competing, and if they get into an argument because somebody didn't put the right rope across the thing, it usually just happens. I mean, I watch those shows, it just happens.
Yeah.
So, and it's intense. It's very intense. And I don't know, because I love the three of you guys. I would love to see you guys with something else that is not too, crazy. Because honestly, reality shows now are not the same. Think about the show we used to watch, like, I love hip hop, Flavor Flav, all that kind of stuff. We're kind of getting away from that, which I'm not saying those shows are horrible. I watched all of them. I'm right in front of the TV, popcorn,
Flavor of Love was my show. Every week I was like, ooh, it's about to have girl. I love me some Flavor.
Girl, oh my God, never forget that spit incident. When she spit, I watched it recently. When she spit across her, I remember even myself, and I was younger then, but I said, Mama, I don't care how old I am now, but I really believe that day they was that girl crazy because I would have snatched her up so bad. I swear, I don't care how bad it sounds. I don't promote violence or anything like that.
Me neither.
I'm PC, all of that. But to me, spitting on somebody is the most disgusting thing you do to somebody. I think I'd rather you hit me.
Yeah,
I'd rather you literally hit me in my face.
spitting is the most disrespectful thing you can do to a person. Like there's no coming back. It's no coming back from spitting on me. Like, oh, you want to die today?
Yes. It's like 10 years later, I'm still mad. You know?
Okay. I was like, okay, Pumpkin. Okay, Pumpkin. I'm about to find her on Instagram right now. Be like, listen, remember when you spit? Okay. Let me holler at you real quick.
It's like, girl, what was wrong with you today? What were you tripping over? Oh, a Flavor Flav? We were cool 5 minutes ago behind the scenes.
Right.
You know, even with that, see, you know how we're saying about the production, even with that, how do we even know? Especially back then. You know, back then that Jerry Springer shock in your face narrative was really a big thing. And us as Black women, let me be honest, when they got reality shows and there was like 10 different women trying to vie for this man's attention, they were doing some crazy stuff. Now, I'm not judging them or anything. Like I said, I watched it all, and I don't know what I would have done if I was in a position. A military brat, so I don't know. But what I'm saying is a lot of women was judged, but a lot of women you've seen, they have like careers after the fact. But look at reality shows now. You got, look at Ready to Love. Ready to Love is kind of a dating show, but you don't see any of that on there. There's nobody spitting or there might be a little bit of tension here and there, but they're ladies and they're gentlemen and they're handling it. It's nothing crazy going, So, and same with you guys, even though you guys are couples and you guys are in love and y'all passionate. And there was a few arguments here and there, but I would feel weird if y'all didn't argue. I mean, honestly, it was a perfect show,
Yeah.
So we've come a long way, is what I'm trying to say. We've come a long way.
Definitely. Definitely.
And Will Packer's smart. Oof, very smart.
Oh, yeah. And especially with it being, and that's another reason why I was okay with doing this show, because it was on OWN for one. So it wasn't, and not to knock to the other networks, but it wasn't
I got you.
that type of show where it's like you're in somebody's face, you throwing glasses, you calling each other the B word kind of thing. And that's another reason why I was like, okay, I feel safe. I feel okay, not safe, but I feel okay or comfortable doing this type show. I just didn't know editing was going to be the way it was, but.
Right. I had to, like I said, I had to learn from talking to a lot of you guys, because as a viewer, you don't know, you just see bits and pieces. And then when some people would tell me, well, that scene you saw me in had nothing to do with the scene that came on that y'all saw. And I'm
listen.
What? And then like one lady was like, Simone, like, I'll just say, they'll say that they'll have the same outfit on for a week and they're getting dragged by the same outfit they had on. And she was like, look, I change outfits every day, but the production was showing this storyline and you saw me in the same yellow and black or whatever it was. So we don't know what's going on. That's why I said the producers to me are like the most petty beasts of reality TV.
And I don't even know if they're doing it to be petty. I just think they're trying to put together the story and they don't really care about with the backlash. It's like, okay, well, let's just put this together. This seems like it's going to be drama. Let's do this, Like, I don't think it's petty. It's just they want to keep people's attention,
Okay.
And unfortunately, positive TV does not grab some people's attention.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm being talking about myself. So, you got to
true.
Some drama, bits and pieces of drama somewhere. So.
That's normal. And then people don't want to admit it. Drama does sell, but at the same time, the show is very classy. Even though there might be a little drama, it is the way you guys are handling it and the way you ladies are handling things. So I love the show. I'm happy you came on here. I don't want to hold you too much longer.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm good now.
Look, I know I can tell you like, look, she's warming up and stuff and everything. Do you do your own hair? It's so pretty. Do you?
No, I actually. Well, I do my own natural styles, but I went last Wednesday to get a trim because my ends were splitting so bad. So that's why it's straight. She cut so, girl, my hair was down to here. Yeah, it was like down to real. Here, but they were so damaged she had to cut it. So that's the only reason I got it. But it will grow back fast now.
Oh yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And that's another thing. I want to try to, because I know a couple of people were asking me to do natural hair tutorials. So I'm gonna try to get out of my shyness and create some tutorials.
Okay, okay. If you ever need any help, I have a whole channel
Okay.
that is for natural hair. I have literally have a whole channel that's all that it is.
Okay.
I did my big chop twice on my channel. I have like natural hair products that I've chosen done. You would be great for that, honestly, because even if you did a live on Instagram, like this is how I do my wash and go. People love to see, because a lot of women who have natural hair, someone said your hair is cute. A lot of women have it's hard to have that much hair. That's why I cut mine off, as you can see how short it is. It is really hard to have natural hair and try to wash and go and deal with it. You be having all kind of styles and everything. People would love to get like your tips, because your hair be laid. It be twisted and done. It's not everywhere. And I'm like, she has a lot of hair. How long does it take you to get ready before you do a taping?
Whew.
Welcome, Sunshine Goddess.
Hi. You mean as far as my hair?
Yes.
Well, I try to prep it the night before, and I'm not gonna lie, I got some of my styles watching other YouTube vloggers. So if I do recreate one of those styles, I'm gonna shout them out, because when it comes to my hair, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I just experiment, and then people tell me it's cute, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I had no idea what I was doing. But thanks. Seriously. So it'll probably take me maybe 30 minutes or less to do it. And the show is the only reason why I actually did my hair this year, because we all quarantined. So I didn't have no reason to do my hair. So yeah, but thank y'all. That's why I'm like, people like my hair, really? Because okay.
No, I think that's wonderful. Natural hair has never been on showcase. I mean, I hate to say it. If we have like a wig, that's really popular. Lace front or whatever you call it, that's popular. But natural hair, it's not like a thing women want to say, well, like me, I completely cut my hair off all the time. Like a year ago, not even a year ago, I had locks down to here, and I had grew them for 3 years, and then out the blue with the COVID, I just got stood in the mirror and said, you know what, I'm frustrated. I cut it all off. My hair don't define me.
I'm the same way. That's another reason why I can't really wear weaves, because after a week I'm over it. I changed my hair so much when I put like crochets, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. And Vince is like, so you just spent all your money? Yeah, I did. It was my money, and now it's gone. Okay, don't come for me.
Vince like, wait a minute now.
It's like, well, it was there for a week, so I kind of got my money's worth.
No, that's why I don't do it.
And that's another reason why I was trying to have different hairstyles each episode, because I wanted to showcase natural hair. And I had the opportunity to wear it straight, but I was like, I kind of want to, do different hairstyles just to, shine light on natural hair, on, like you said, on television, on reality shows.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Like you say, you don't see that. You see weave, and I keep on a disclaimer. I'm not saying weave is bad. No, please do not take it that way. People do come to me and say, well, you think that way, because I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I'm a natural woman. I mean, like, if I have gloss on, I'll put a little gloss, maybe some mascara if I really want to do something. Same. But I'm a natural woman, and like I said, it's part of my hair. It doesn't define me. I don't have to have long hair. I love my natural beauty. But a lot of women would come to me in the comments back in the day and would tell me, well, you act like that weave and fake nails is bad. I didn't say that. No. I grow my own nails. I don't wear it. So I'm not knocking you. I want everyone to shout out natural hair. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. The crown act is going around right now. But it's a shame we've got to have an act at all to wear our hair a certain way. I have my friend who got fired from a job because she used to wear her hair in the afro. So, when I saw your hairstyle, to me, it resonated with me. And a lot of the women who I've seen get fired, my daughter got ridiculed at school over. I've seen a lot of negative things with our hair. So when I saw your hair, it was one of the first things I saw. Ashley's hair, one of the first things that I saw, because it's a natural hairstyle. So,
and I try to wear my hair in a fro a lot. If I do wear my hair out, it's in a fro more than anything, because that's for some reason so strange for people to see my hair in a fro. I'm like, but this is my natural hair. This is our natural hair. Before the manipulation in the water, I was like, this is how my hair looks. So get used to it. Like, I don't understand why we're being chastised for our
in the chat. I'm sorry, someone in the chat said I had the ring ready. Do you know who that person is?
I do not.
Typing something. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I had the ring. I was like, wait, did we get an exclusive? I don't know.
Right. I'm like, what break? Chill.
Oh my God. Look, that was Periscope. Welcome everybody that came from Periscope, YouTube and Instagram. I'm gonna put her Instagram and her Twitter in the description so you guys can follow her. So hopefully you'll see her art very soon. I don't and her natural hair and if she has any help, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah.
She can. I will help her with anything she needs because I love. Wait, you said put the ring on it. It's the name of the show. Okay. Anyway. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, child. I don't even know, Lord Jesus. See right here, you see my picture right here. You can see I have locks in my hair right there.
Oh yeah. You said you grew it for 3 years?
3 years. I cut it. I cut it in February.
Okay, I've always wanted to grow locks, but like I said, the way my boredom is set up, I will chop it off before it can even begin to grow. So
I struggled the first 2 years, the first year, the first 6 months. Let me not lie. The first 6 months I struggled because it was so short. I couldn't do anything, and I was like, it was taking forever to lock it because what I did was I had cut it off to be healthy, and it was so short you couldn't roll with rice. It was so short, and she put the locks in. When I say that, when I said the wind blew wrong, they were done. I paid $60, $70 and go to the car. I'm like, I have an afro again. It literally went like that for about 6 months.
Ooh,
struggle. Man. But once I
yeah.
got into it, I loved it. And then when coronavirus hit, like everybody mentally was kind of, whatever. And I stood in the mirror one day and I just got the scissors and I just cut it. I'm not going to beauty shop. I'm not putting putting their hands in my head. And I was like, forget it.
Okay.
So, this is, I don't know if I really want to, because right now everyone's talking about, I don't know if I really want to talk about the vaccine thing because I was like, I don't know, because everybody has a different opinion about it. But because in Texas right now, they're talking about how it's coming to Dallas and stuff like that, and debating and wondering if I should even do it because I'm out there as an essential worker. I don't know if they're gonna make us do it, and I'm just like kind of scared. Honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
A friend of mine, she's an essential worker, and she said they're the elderly and essential workers are required to be the first to get the vaccine, because she said her job is requiring her to get it and she wants to get it because she works with COVID patients daily. Yeah, so she's just like, I'm getting it. But I of course I want everybody to be safe, but at the same time I don't know if people just reading articles has instilled fear in me as far as it comes to the vaccine, or I don't know. I still feel like there's something that's not being said, and I'm not taking away from the fact that COVID is real, because I know COVID is real. So many people, that I know personally have suffered from it or passed away from it, but I don't know the benefits of the vaccine. I just want to know more about what the benefits of the vaccine are. That's all.
Me too, because I just actually lost my sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law. She actually was way younger than me, and she died within a month of getting it. And I know when it happened, that like shook me, like, wow. So when the vaccine came out, I was like, I do want it, but like you said, I'm scared. But I did some research about the flu when that first came out. People were afraid of that as well. When the flu came out, 1919, whatever it was, and everybody was dying, people were afraid to get the shot, and there were side effects. So unfortunately, we are going to be guinea pigs until like our kids or grandkids are going to be like, oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But for us at this moment, it's so new. It's kind of scary. And I didn't want to get too deep into it, but I just wanted to add, because the Black people, they're going to be the ones who need it the most, but they'll be the ones who are not going to do it. They're afraid to do it. So I was curious to know, what do you think about as far as Black people and brown people who actually are being affected the most by this pandemic, are saying they're not going to do it at all? How do you feel about that? And I've heard people say, I'm not doing it. I'm like, whoa. I mean,
I say to each his own. I can't really knock somebody for not doing it, and I can't knock people who decide to do it. I just want people to, like I said, do the research, and just stay safe. From the most part, if you don't want to do it, like, you still want to stay safe and don't know what to do. Of course, mask up, keep your hands washed, and all that stuff that they tell us to do. But I can't really speak for other people. I can only, speak for myself. I just want people to stay safe and stay healthy. That's the bottom line of it. So if you feel safe getting it, go ahead. If you don't feel safe getting it, take other precautions. So
that's a good way to put that. I like that answer. I think I feel the same exact way. I feel like that if you're not going to do it, that's fine. Just stay safe, please. Because when I run into an essential worker, there are people who still won't wear their mask. I literally will have to deal with 10 people around me. And I'm telling you, I don't know why I don't do a story time about this. I get very frustrated when I walk in. It's like, I have to ask you to put your mask on. Oh, and then a vendor would tell me, why are you stepping back from me? Because I have a diabetes child. My mother has diabetes. I have to go home too. And you're literally standing and talking to you with no mask on. It's
right.
very, very frustrating.
I don't understand why
And they look at me crazy like,
common sense.
why are you backing up? What? They asked me that, seriously.
Lord.
I'm lying.
I try not to judge people, but I will sit here and say I will judge somebody who feel like wearing a mask is a big issue. Like, go to the store, put on a mask, and go home. They're not telling you to just wear it all. Like, just put it on to be safe. I don't know. But back to the vaccine thing, I just hope it doesn't get to the point where you're not going to be able to travel or do certain things unless you have the vaccine. Now, that's when it's really going to be an issue. And that's making me think about the Bible.
Do you think it might come to that?
I hope it doesn't, because I know some airlines are saying you're not going to be able to travel unless you have the COVID vaccine. I was like, well, I guess I will be keeping my black behind home or driving. But
I don't think it should be mandated. I don't think it should make you do it. I don't think that's.
I know they were saying to attend certain concerts, you have to have a vaccine. I was like, well, who wants to attend a concert right now? But I mean,
you ain't never lying. But see, because that's the push. That's money. Get the vaccine,
exactly.
Cure everybody so we can get back to making money. The whole bottom line is money. That's it. Sadly.
I don't care if it is Beyonce herself doing a free concert. I will sit here and watch somebody's Instagram story. I'm not about to get a vaccine to go see Beyonce. I'm sorry. I love her to death, but I will relive.
I agree.
Somebody's Instagram story like I'm there watching it.
Like, girl, hold the camera right there so I can see it.
Be telling the whole thing like I was there.
Girl, that is.
To each his own, man.
I just living a scary time, Jesus.
Oh yeah. Yes, ma'am. We really are. It's crazy. It's sad. And I feel like 2020 has definitely shown you that you could be standing next to a person and y'all both have like completely different mindsets, like way more than you realize. Like, wow, you really think that the way you think is logical? I don't want to get into it, but the politics. But that's another.
No, I get it. I look. I done had arguments. I done had arguments about politics, about the mask, about the I'm like, I can't. It's too much. Y'all arguing about this stuff. I'm like, we're not gonna agree. Let's just say we're not gonna agree and move on because we're just not. We're just not gonna agree. Period.
I mean, granted, we all have our own minds for a reason, but it's just like, common sense ain't so common.
It's not. Unfortunately, it's really not. I mean, I remember back in the day, my mom, dad would say, common sense. Everybody has common sense. But in 2020, I have learned, no, they don't. I'm sorry. They just do not. They are going on, I don't know what kind of sense, but it's not common sense.
My grandmother always say people are oftentimes ignorant of their own ignorance. And that's.
Ooh, exactly okay, Grandma. Come on, Grandma.
They ignorant of their own ignorance. I was like, I like that. Let me.
I know. That's something you need to use. That's something I like that. You should use that. That's cute. I like that. So I really do hope that we get to see some of what you do outside this, because I know that you are shown to be with Vince and everything else, but we want to see more of a Tamika, things that Tamika likes to do. You said you're an artist. Is there anything else that you like to do besides being creative and being into your art?
Well, I mean, I act as well, but I guess that falls along in the creativeness too. So that's pretty much it. Just doing like artsy stuff and acting, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And this here, what I'm trying to do.
Oh my God. Okay, I need you to be on YouTube. You be monetized. It won't take long. You have so much to offer. You really do. You have a lot to offer.
You're right.
You do. I really would take advantage. You should start your YouTube channel and make sure you put a ring on it. Hey, Evie, just being honest. But you need to seriously put that content out there, Mama, because you got so much going on, so many blessings. And that hair is like it's so popular right now. It's not even funny because people don't really they try to find things as far as the natural hair, especially if it's a 4C hair.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of opportunities on YouTube. There is some out there, but not a lot. You see, like, oh, she has the different type of hair where it's all perfectly curly and it's not poofy, it's not thick. They want to see the struggle. You
Yes,
know, I'm trying to I wash my hair. It's like this. I don't know what to do. They want to see that.
girl. And
How much of that out there?
I had to stop following certain girls on Instagram, and it's no shade to them. It was just like our hair types were different, so I was always comparing my hair to hers. And I'm like, okay, well, clearly her hair is not going to be the same because she's biracial and I'm not. So of course the hair textures are going to be different. So I had to stop. I was like, I can't, because I'm always frustrated that my hair doesn't look like hers, or the products that she's selling, they're not going to work for me. So it's refreshing when I do get on YouTube to see girls who have our, different hair types, where I'm like, okay, well, her hair is kind of like mine. Let me follow her, versus, oh, I love her hair. It's so pretty, but we clearly don't have the same texture. So I just like seeing the different varieties of.
I've had that same problem. Ooh, Lord, you speaking, because I had to do the same thing. I'm like, Mama, I watched this video 2 times. I'm in the mirror. It's not happening. You know, I've been there crying. Mama, the rubber band that popped. I remember that my hair was really, really, like, about the length of yours. It was real long. And I remember I was trying to do a ponytail. And I watched this video like 5 times, rewinding to this timestamp. She said, do this. Then broke about 5 of the headband. I'm like, bro, this is not working.
Girl.
So I had to find somebody else who was like, okay, we do it like this. I was like, oh,
yep,
her hair is different from mine. Okay, I got it.
Like I was quick to, I was like, oh, I know why.
Oh, Lord.
Her hair actually does this pretty little thing. Mine does this little thing. So it's not going to be the same. And I want to also normalize not saying natural hair is nappy, because I don't think it's nappy. Like I don't like the word. I don't like the word nappy, because of course it's a negative tone under it. Like, it's not nappy. You just got to figure out what products work for your hair. Like, I don't know. I don't like girls are being grown up to think that their black hair, natural hair is wrong. So
I agree, and that's something that has always bothered me. When and honestly, we have called this that. I mean, I can remember being a young girl. I was a military kid, so I moved a lot, and that was one of the first. And even though my hair, honestly, as a child, was down to here, my mom used to press my hair, so my hair was just like yours, but a ponytail. But still, if a black girl wants to take to a black girl, your hair is nappy. That was the go-to, and it was. Whether it was a B word, your hair is nappy. You got, if their hair was all, if they were biracial, like you said, or something. The first thing that we would go to is either colorism or our hair. And it's awful. We attack each other a lot more than any other race does. And that nappy has followed us for years. And I refuse it. In my house, my daughter, we don't even use that word. Ever. I don't ever want to hear her say nappy. You have gorgeous natural hair.
Right.
And then I'd be like your friend, your hair over there, but your hair is gorgeous.
Exactly. And I like how some people are trying to flip it into a positive thing, because I've read somewhere it was like happily nappy, or things like that. And that's great, but I just don't like just like I don't like the N-word. I know, black people have tried to flip it to make it I just don't like the N-word, and I don't like the other N-word, nappy. Those are 2 N-words I don't like.
Look, let's just cancel N-word, okay? We're gonna
cancel the N-word. Think of it. Go to this computer.
Let me give her a period on that one.
Period.
Hold on, let me get a boom. Let me get a boom. You broke it down. Let me get a boom on. Yes.
Ooh, I can get that off my chest.
No, that's good stuff. That's why I say I hope that you do branch out and focus on your brand with that, because you obviously have a lot to say about it, and it's all positive, and it promotes positivity for our hair and everything else. So I hope you do that, and I'm gonna be following you anyway. And I'm messaging you like, hey, when you gonna do your natural hair channel? Do you need, do you need me to?
Girl, keep harassing me. I'm telling you, I need it. I'll get on it.
Don't tell me that, because I will do that.
Every comment be like, but
y'all heard it here on my channel. Hold up, y'all heard it here on my channel. So when I harassed her, I went on a video saying there's a blogger named Commissioner. She would not stop asking me if I would do my natural hair channel.
Like, I don't know who she is, but I'm just kidding. No. I got you.
And I look, I'm like, here's the video clip right here. You know, if you watch my channel, I clip everything. Here's the clip right here where she said, please harass me. I'm going to put it on replay on Twitter. Tag Tamika.
But no, I got you. I'm definitely going to work on it before
I really enjoyed you. Oh my God.
Definitely gonna work on it before the year ends.
Good. That's good. And no rush.
No, I need to. I definitely need to.
No rush. Even like I said, even a tutorial about the wash and go, I think would be a good tutorial. That's really a good thing. Wash and goes are hard. I remember that. Now it's easy. I ain't got no hair. But when I had my hair thick, that was a struggle.
You know, I don't understand why it's called wash and go, because you don't wash and go. Like, you wash and sit and then go 30 minutes later. Like, it's well, not an hour later for me. I don't understand the point of a wash, to name it wash and go.
That should be your first video.
Okay, it will be.
That should be your first video. Because that's actually a good question. I didn't think about this.
I'm hot thinking about it.
Lord have mercy. Well, Mama, I'm going to let you get off of here and do your thing. I have enjoyed you. You need to come out your shell. Your personality is awesome. You shine bright like a diamond, Mama.
Thank you.
So I completely enjoyed you. You are hilarious, funny, all of that. And Vince better be good to you, because you got a good one. Real talk.
Thank you.
I can't wait to reunion.
You know.
Oh, she said he ain't crazy.
Well, he did anyway. I can't tell the show.
Well, I know. Look, I'm up here like, I ain't gonna ask her, because you know the thing about it, I do read blogs, but I don't trust everything a blog says, because just like a producer will do a narrative, a blog do the same thing. And see, with me, I try to be careful as a blogger, because I don't want to be that type of blogger. I might be a little corny, but I want to keep my brand in a certain arena. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna go out there and put out stuff that I read. If you didn't say it on my channel or on your platform or anywhere else, then I'm not gonna report what this blogger said that such and such ain't together and he got baby. I don't do that. You know, it just feels weird. And then I'll come out later. That's not even true. I look like a with a fool. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's like some things aren't worth the ratings. Like you try to, I understand.
No, I'm trying to grow organically, and I don't want to grow with that type of vibe. Exactly. So it is what it is for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not worried about it. I'm growing slowly. That's why I was appreciative that you came on, because see, I'm not a big blogger like everybody else who has like those gigantic numbers. And I'll be honest, some reality shows, people who are on there won't talk to me, but they might talk to somebody who's bigger than me, which is fine. It's their preference. But as a smaller blogger, I do keep it a certain type of way. I don't have to have all the extra stuff on my channel to have a good video. And I refuse to do that. If that keeps me to be small for a while, that's fine.
Right.
Like I said, I'm going to grow organically. I'm not worried about it.
Slow and steady wins the race, as they say.
Hey, let's go. And that's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, Mom, I'm happy you came on my show.
Thanks for having me.
And I
Thanks
appreciate
for reaching
you
out.
Seriously. And yes, and this has been wonderful. I finally found you. I could not find your Instagram. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I've tried to find your Instagram for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'm trying to find you. Try to type to me, because see, I can search y'all through your name, through word search. You can type in like your name and the name of your show, but your Twitter comes up, but not your Instagram.
That's
and
weird.
I don't know. You might need to add it to your Twitter.
Okay. I'll
link to it, so that way if someone's trying to find you on IG, because I looked at your Twitter and it wasn't there.
Okay.
And I was like, let her know that, because people probably are trying to find you. And I'm gonna put your Instagram and your Twitter in the description, so every time they show this video, they'll be able to click on there and find your information. So we'll do that.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you, Mama, for coming on. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did. I feel like I'm talking to my homegirl.
Right.
Look, I forgot what I'm just talking, having a good time.
Right.
Well, Mom, you go enjoy your day. And I know Friday's new episode. How many more episodes do y'all actually have left? And you can close to the end, aren't you? The reunion's already taped, I think.
The reunion and everything will probably be January-ish when we're gonna, do it. I think we have 2 more episodes and then the reunion, because I know we're taking a great Christmas week, so we won't be on next Friday. But
okay.
So I think I think don't quote me on that, please. But I do know Christmas week we won't be on. I do know that.
Okay. And then you should have 2 more episodes, and there's the reunion.
I think it's gonna be 1 this week, not Christmas, and then one the week after Christmas.
Oh, and then after that, you did the reunion. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
but like I said, don't quote me.
I heard some juicy stuff happen at the reunion. I heard some stuff happen at the reunion. So, and it wasn't spilled too much, but I just know that it said some stuff did pop out. So I was like, you know what? I want to just wait and watch it and see what happens. Then I'll talk about it after the fact. But anyway, look at her. She's like, wait. It's all good, Mama.
Lord,
I got this heater on down here, burning up my leg, Jesus Christ. It's cold. It's cold up in here. It's cold. Okay. Anyway, Mama, I'm gonna let you get off of here, and I will communicate with you behind the scenes. I like talking to you.
Okay,
I'm not gonna stalk you, but
no, fine.
I like talking to you.
All right,
especially about your natural stuff. I will be hitting you up.
Okay, definitely. Thank you so much. You've inspired me to move forward with it, because you're like the third person that's like, no, do it. So I'm definitely gonna do it.
Oh,
I'll say third person, fourth person. Either way, it's not that many people, but
right. I'm pretty sure people gonna keep saying after they see this or whatever, they're gonna keep on pushing you. So obviously, it's meant for you to do that. So go ahead.
Gotcha. Thank you, darling.
All right, Queen. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and thank you again for coming on. And thank you guys for looking at these reviews. It's Tamika from Put a Ring on It. I'll put her information in the description. Make sure you guys check her out. Our show comes on this Friday, and she may be off Christmas break, but y'all don't miss it. The show is lit. I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Somebody
Thank you
Kevin
so much,
in
girl.
says you are very pretty.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, Mama. Bye.
Bye.